We asked storytellers to select a type of story and some words to inspire the stories that they tell.
So in a past episode, I talked about how I love this category of love letter because it's talking about someone you admire, whether it's someone you know personally or just look up to. And I said that I've been looking forward to get this category so I could talk about Shannen Doherty, who I have loved since I was very little. And so I'm going to do it. That's what we're talking about today. Shannen Doherty, among many other roles, played Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills 90210, the original, of course, and in some subsequent versions of it. She got a really hard time, I always felt, because she was, in her early 20s when the show started. I was probably around 11, and I was familiar with her from some other shows, but this was like the breakout role, come on. And, this was before social media, so the media kind of branded her as like a wild child. The tabloids followed her. And at the same time, I felt that the way that people were receiving Brenda Walsh, her character, was so harsh. There were I Hate Brenda clubs and all of this. I felt, though, when I was watching that show, this was a character that to me was like, in a sea of blondes, she was the brunette. In a sea of like women who were acting very overtly like girly in a lot of traditional ways. Not that she didn't, she could be friends with kind of anyone, but her character was very dramatic and very passionate about a lot of things. The people that she loved, drama, career choices, just thinking about like your place in the world, which I felt that a lot of, I didn't know the words for this, but I didn't see many female characters on TV who I could look up to who were so a self. Like you felt their presence and you felt their strength in knowing themselves. Shannen Doherty in real life was getting a lot of flack for that. So many people were criticizing her for so many different things all at the same time. And she always stuck to her guns. She always said, no, this is what I believe in, or I'm trying to live my life my way. I'm not trying to hurt anyone else. I'm just trying to like figure out how to navigate all of this. And she did that professionally and personally. It took time. It takes growth. It's hard to evolve, especially when people are looking at you and have certain expectations for you. But after 90210, when she was on Charmed, I learned that she did, in all these shows she was on, she was also a brilliant businesswoman because she found a way to make sure that she got some fees from the reruns and everything. She made sure that it was known that she was not just a face. She was a presence in an industry that spent so much time trying to devour her, and she never let that happen. I spent so many years, just anytime there was something that she was in, I would look for it. I would always be so excited because I felt like she had a kind of vibrancy that was so rare to find. And I haven't used the words ma'am or rainbow, but I'm going to say that as I get older and people start calling me ma'am, and I don't enjoy it because it makes me feel old, and now I feel bad that I called Mariam ma'am because I meant it kindly, but we forget our words sometimes. But I have watched Shannen Doherty grow in front of the spotlight. Obviously, I only know her, like what she puts forward. But I want to say that this past summer when they did the 90210 reboot, I felt so vindicated because her character playing herself was, the show realized how she was the linchpin, that Fox would never approve a reboot of the show without her, because why would anyone want to watch it without her? Because she was what gave it life. She was what gave it color, like the rainbow. And she also just, I want to say seriously for a second that I know that she is a cancer survivor, and I can't even imagine the hardship of going through that and making your struggle public. And I just really admire that, the willingness to open up and to recognize that if you have the spotlight on you, you can use it to draw attention to something really important, as painful as it is. So basically, for as long as I can remember, being aware of people that I looked up to beyond my immediate circle. Shannen Doherty is someone who I've always admired for sticking to her guns, for being vibrant, unabashedly herself, honest, showing pain and joy in combination, and just inspiring me to understand that there's a way you can make your own place in the world that is smart, that sustains you, and that really gives hope to other people. So, Shannen Doherty, thank you.